Hello, this is a short explanation of the project that I developed for the FinalProject TypeScript course. Um, the approach that I took was basically using uh, A&D as a module system, so I have that configured in my project properties in the section TypeScript build. And so I am using a reference here in my HTML file, just to the main JavaScript file that is going to use require.js in order to load the corresponding modules. In the initializer module will have some references to some of the modules that are required, and in the same way each one of these modules are also requiring some other dependencies that are going to be loaded on the fly. I have the JSON file which I modified in order to add some extra information for the artists, some examples. I am also using an image path in order to provide some pictures of the painters whenever you change one of the painters, which is what I am controlling here. It's going to load some of the paints that are configured, that are populated here in the JSON file. Okay, I'm loading first of all the painters in the drop-down list, which is going to be this function, and for each artist and adding their corresponding examples. Okay, I am using in some parts of the application generic types as well. We see this is being used in the initializer, and when you are loading as a parameter of the render artist function, that is the one in charge of render a specific artist. Unlike the application that we were looking at during the course, in my application I am not painting the information as options of a select HTML. Instead of I am using some paragraphs inside a div and image element as well in order to paint the different examples for the artist. So finally, looking at the project execution, we will see that whenever I change one of the artists, the information of the artist is displaying here. Some of the information is blank or is not defined, so that is something that is being validated inside the code, and is loading some of the pictures associated to the artist itself. Okay, that's basically the approach that I took. As I told before, is using some of the features that we learned during the course, like the module systems, external modules, generic types, not too much about inheritance, but yeah, some other features are included there. Thanks and goodbye.